The lanterns are lit. The harvest is done. And the veil, oh, the veil is thinning. Today we step into the liminal. Samhain, the ancient Gaelic festival that marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter. A time when the boundary between the living and the dead grows porous, and the spirits of kin, stranger, and forgotten gods alike may walk among us. So draw the curtains, light a candle, and listen closely. The dead have stories to tell. Samhain is one of the 4 major festivals of the ancient Celtic calendar, alongside Imbolc, Beltane, and Lunasa. It marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, celebrated from sunset October 31st to sunset November 1st. However, it was not just seasonal, it was spiritual. The Celts divided the year into light and dark halves, and Samhain was the threshold, the hinge of the year, when the veil between worlds was at its thinnest. The boundary between the living and the dead was believed to dissolve. Spirits known as the Ishi could cross into our world. Ancestors, nature's spirits, even malevolent beings. Offerings of food and drink were left at doorsteps and hearths, extra places set at the table for the dead. The dumb supper, a silent meal shared with the departed, where prayers were offered and memories stirred. Bonfires were lit on hilltops and in village centres using sacred woods. They were there to drive away harmful spirits, for divination, interpreting flames and embers, and for unity, gathering the community before winter's isolation. Samhain was a time for divination, seeking insight into the year ahead. Apple bobbing used for fertility and future romance, nut burning for testing relationships, and mirror gazing, attempting to glimpse the future. Rituals performed in silence at night by candlelight, reflecting the belief that time folded at Samhain, that past, present, and future could touch. Costumes worn to confuse or repel spirits. Jack-o'-lanterns derived from carved turnips used to ward off evil. Samhain has never been erased, absorbed, reshaped, and remembered. Today, Samhain is celebrated by everyone, neo-pagans and Wiccans as a Sabbath in the wheel of the year, folklorists and historians as a cultural touchstone, and families and communities seeking connection. Modern rituals include having ancestor altars with photos, seasonal feasts, silent reflection on grief and memory. Samhain is not just about the ghosts. It's about honouring the dead, embracing the dark and preparing for rebirth. So let's end with a blessing, a quiet ritual to honour the harvest and invite protection for the winter ahead. The Samhain blessing, to be performed at dusk or moonrise, alone or with loved ones. You'll need a small bowl of seasonal food, apple slices, nuts, root vegetables, a candle, a pinch of salt, and a sprig of rosemary. Light the candle and place the food before it. Sprinkle salt in a circle around the bowl. Hold the herb and speak aloud. From soil to flame, from breath to bone, I honour the harvest, I welcome the unknown. May the dead be remembered, may the living be whole, may this winter pass gently, and the spring return bold. Leave a small portion of the food outside, on a windowsill, a doorstep, or even in the garden, as an offering to the Ishi. This ritual blends ancient custom with modern intentions. It's not about belief, it's about remembrance, gratitude, and quiet protection. As the embers dim and the last candle gutters, we return from the threshold. Thank you for joining me in this descent through folklore and flame. If you felt the chill of ancestral breath or glimpsed a shadow that didn't belong, you're not alone. Until next time, keep your lantern lit and remember, the veil never stays shut for long. And there the tale ends for now, but the echoes will always remain. If you've enjoyed your stay here in my domain, leave your mark, a review, a whisper, a 5-star sigil. Until next time, wanderers, I've been Fauna Blakewell, and you've been changed forever.